All right. Hello, everybody. It's Brenda Miller from Stampin' Up. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Basking Ridge, New Jersey, and I go live every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time to share with you some of the things that I've been working on, some of the upcoming specials that Stampin' Up might be having, or anything else that's going on. And today I am sharing with you some things from the new catalog that launches next week on the 4th of January. And also, I'm showing you a couple of things that are available only until the 3rd of January. So I've got a little bit of a mix going on today. So let's go ahead and show you what I've got. So I'll flip over to my desktop. And here we go. So I am going to be working with the Heartfelt Hexagon stamp set and its coordinating punch, the Hexagon punch. And these are a bundle that are in the new catalog. However, they are available now. This was released back in September as a preview of the upcoming catalog. So you can see that this stamp set is quite versatile. It has something for a wedding or maybe a shower. Let's eat cake, which is of course always good for birthdays, and it also has a sympathy, and then just a generic sending you lots of love and hugs, and I hope your day is filled with joy, and of course a little for you. But the best thing, I think, is the little outlines that come with the set. So they are wonderful to use to be able to help you line up when you're punching. Okay, so we're going to work with this, but also I'm going to share with you from the new catalog, not yet available, not until Tuesday, till Thursday, well, whenever the 4th is, that's when this becomes available. And this is a new embossing folder, and it is just amazing. It's called Layered Flowers 3D Embossing Folder, and you can see just how deep this embossing is. Can you see that? But you'll see it when I show you the paper. So that is the stuff that is going to be either available now or into next year. But I also have, we're going to be using some of the designer series paper that is still available in the September through December mini catalog. It's available until the 3rd. This is called Garden Walk, and this beautiful paper, I have to admit, I've kind of been hoarding it, and I really wish I hadn't. It's 6x6 sheets, so it makes it a little bit harder for me to use in classes, but you can just see all the pretty designs that it comes with, and this is just a small subset of it. And so that's what we're going to do. So let me show you the card that we're going to make. And you can see it's a Let's Eat Cake. And I actually did this card in my December card making class, my in-person class. And if you wanted more information about my classes, both in person and Zoom, you can check out my blog, and it has all the information there. But we made this card, and I thought, oh boy, let me show it to you, because after this week, we're not going to be able to use some of these. Some of these pieces are not going to be available. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so let's show you how we made this card. Very fun. All right, first we're going to start with some pretty peacock, and that's our base of our card. Fold it in half, give it a good fold, right? And of course I like to put white on the inside because it is a dark color. So I'm just pulling out my piece of, this is just 4 by 5 1/4 inch basic white cardstock, and I'm using my Stampin' Seal to put this on the inside. All right, so now we have our card base going. That's great. All right, I always like to do that first to get everything out of the way. Next up, we're going to go ahead and put, I already did this, I already embossed it, but that embossing folder that I just shared with you, check out the paper. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, I'm going to show you in the future a technique that you can do with this that comes out just so pretty. It's super easy to do, but today we're just going to use it as a background because we just wanted to give a little bit of dimension to the, I didn't want to keep it just plain white. So according to my new rules, I like to use wet adhesive when putting something that is dimensional or embossed onto cardstock because it gets in all the nooks and crannies, and that's important because you don't want it coming apart. And I find that even when I'm using Stampin' Seal, it doesn't always adhere as well as it could. So here we go. And that's really just when it's something that's dimensional because it doesn't catch and adhere to the paper beneath it as well. So anyway, here we go. Get that on there, give it a good 10-second count to adhere and stick, and there we go. We have that. So now let's see, let's go with our next pieces. So I am taking 2 mats that I cut out of Calypso Coral because they coordinate with the designer series paper that I'm planning to use. So this is one of the sheets. Look how pretty that is, right? I'm a sucker for these little tiny flowers. I really am. And then this other side has a stripe, which is so versatile. I love stripes. Not using the stripes on this particular card, but I do love having them. So I'm glad that we often include them. And I'm just taking the pieces of DSP and applying them to their coordinating mats like so. And the next one is this piece, which is Pretty Peacock. And then this was really kind of meant to be a Christmas design. I think they look like poinsettias to me, but I didn't get a chance to use it as Christmas. So here we go. We're using it for this. I have to admit, I made a lot of Christmas cards this year, but just didn't, just can't use everything, no matter how hard I try. All right, so now we have our 2 pieces. And again, I'm going to use my wet adhesive because I'm putting this strip straight onto the embossed image. Okay, so there we go. Just put some glue on the back, and that's just the multi-purpose glue made by Tombow that we sell. Always good. There we go. Okay, so that's on there. And then before I put this on, I want to do a little something. So one of the products that is going to be retiring with this catalog come next week is this pretty trim. It is called Calypso Coral Braided, so the official name, Braided Linen Trim. Okay, and it's a pretty color, and I just love that it is pretty. See how it's braided? You can really see it when you look up close. From far away, it just looks like a little bit thicker ribbon. And I'm just going to take my scissors, maybe, right here. There we go. I have my ribbon charm on my scissors, and I can always find the charm, but I have to pull it out. This I received as a little gift when I went to our backstage, or I think we did backstage virtually. Isn't that pretty? Anyway, I love having charms on my scissors. It makes them easier to find. Paper snips, as we call them. Okay, so I cut off 2 pieces, and the reason I did that is that rather than wasting by going around 2 times, I'm just going to adhere the ribbon to the back. So I cut 2 strips. Here's one piece that I've adhered. Let's see. I don't always get it in the right spot, but there we go. There's one. And then we'll put the second one on the same way, and you can keep them close together. But I just thought it gave a nice, rather than using a strip of paper or a fatter piece of ribbon, or if I just used a single piece, you really wouldn't get the feel. So I thought, oh, this will be fun. We'll use 2, okay? And I only put a little bit of adhesive on the back because I want to mount this using dimensionals. And of course, I'm looking for my dimensionals, but they're right here also. They just are buried underneath the other things. And I'm using the edges. I always do that, but look what I'm doing here. This is just to make sure that this stays on nicely. Very good use of your edges if you want. And I'm going to put 2 extra pieces. You can see that I'm at the end of my sheet, so don't want to waste anything. This is what I use. Okay, so I've got my 4 pieces on here. Now I'm going to peel this off. Peel off the backing, nice and easy, and adhere it to the card front. I like, got to make sure that your flowers are up and down the way that you want them. Whoops, get some little extra pieces here. And I'm just putting it pretty much smack in the middle of the card, overlapping the other elements. And when you use dimensionals, you don't really have to worry about that factor of not gripping tightly enough that I talk about with the base, because these dimensionals are a much stronger adhesive, and they always do a good job on embossed layers. So there we have it. Okay, so that's our card base. So let's add our extra little elements. So we're going to move on to a piece of basic white cardstock, and I'm going to use the Let's Eat Cake stamp as well as the outline. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. And I didn't bring those over here, so you're going to watch me do that. So let me just get 2 blocks really quick. I always think I'm ready, but I never am. Okay, got 2 blocks here, and we need Calypso Coral and Pretty Peacock. So Pretty Peacock and Calypso Coral right here. So we have our ink pads. And now let's go ahead and we will mount each of these. So you see what I like to do is when I take them off the first time off of the acetate sheet, I put them right onto the inside of my case. That is what it's designed to be for. You don't have to do that, but I find it the easiest, and it also helps me keep track of what I have and what I don't have. I really should take them all off and apply them, but I somehow never get around to that. So anyway, so here we have our 2 stamps, Let's Eat Cake and the outline. Now this is a dot, just the same simple dotted outline. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp that. So tap, tap, tap into my Pretty Peacock. Let's see, let's make sure I got that going well. And here we have our dots. Hooray! Then we're going to take the Calypso Coral and get the Let's Eat Cake. Here we go. Ink it up nicely. And just center that right in the middle. Love, because it's clear. I can really see what I'm doing. Let's Eat Cake. So, okay, so now that we're stamped, we're going to take our punch, work with it upside down. I opened it up, and we're just going to slide it in and just get it lined up. And I don't have my glasses on, so hoping that it's close enough. Here we have our little punched out piece. So we're going to go ahead and put this on our card front right in the center. And again, I'm going to use dimensionals. Yeah, when I find them, because I just had them in my hand. Here they are. Okay, and I'm going to, in this case, I'm going to put it so that it does overlap the ribbon that's on the front. Just helps keep things in place. Probably using a little overkill here, but because of the ribbon, sometimes it, you want to make sure that it catches around the ribbon. So here we go, and we'll put this on the card, and voila. So our last piece, of course, is a little bit of bling, and this bling is these are blooming pearls. Now these are in the September to December catalog, but they are being carried over. The thing is, though, that you're not going to see them in the catalog. They will be available on the online exclusives. And I love that because I really think these are great. I've used a lot of different ones already. You can see that when I put them out for classes, we're only using one color, so I need multiple packages in order to do it. But this way I can use it at various classes, and I can use it even after the time that's in the catalog that it continues. So not everything does that. Unfortunately, you can't have everything in stock all the time, but it's all right. I'm just going to take, these are the ones that are Pretty Peacock, and I'm picking them up with my Take Your Pick tool. Love, 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 always. And putting them onto the card. And here we go. That is the card for today. So as I mentioned, let's review really quickly. The stamp set and punch are available now and will be available also in the catalog that is going live on the 4th of January. Then we have the embossing folder, which is also going live, but is not currently available, right? So this will be going live on the 4th of January. And then we have the Designer Series paper, which is only available until the end of the catalog period, which is the 3rd of January. Thanks, Carol. I'm glad you like it. So we have that. So that, that these are the last chance that we can get for those. And then again, the ribbon also only available until the 3rd. And the Blooming Pearls, which will be available in the online exclusives and currently still available in the September to December catalog. Whew! Oh my goodness, that is a lot of stuff. So I wanted to make sure that I shared with you the things that are going away. The name of the embossing folder, Dawn, is Layered Florals, and it's in the new catalog. If you don't have one, Dawn, I don't remember if you got one. So let me know, and I'll make sure that you get the catalogs if you don't already have them. Anyway, those are the different pieces. You're welcome, Don. And I think that's it for today. Look for my countdown on Instagram, and I think it's posting to Facebook also, doing a celebration countdown. Today was day 8, and I'm just doing quick reels to show you different pieces of things that are available during celebration, which starts on the 4th of January. For every $50, you get to choose a free item that's within the celebration catalog. So if you need a catalog, contact me and I'll see what I can do to get you one. And other than that, I think that's it. So we'll see you the next time. Thank you so much for joining in. Happy New Year, everyone. I won't see you until after. Enjoy. Bye-bye.